Oh, this is the one I've watched before, but since we're watching a lot of them, we might as well watch it as well. This is Joey versus Weevil, but it's modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I've got a backstory, not with Weevil, but about Weevil. So I used to have this chatter that came in when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force. So I didn't stream Yu-Gi-Oh! On YouTube for a very long time because I got very annoyed, okay? So I gotta give the backstory, okay? They would always come into the YouTube chat and be like, Maple, do you think how evil Weevil is? And I was like, he's like the antagonist. Yes, yeah, he be evil. Wow, I think he's evil too, Maple. Wow, neat. Do you think Rex Raptor is as bad as Weevil? Well, I think he's the guy that plays dinosaur. I think he's not as bad, Maple. I think he's not as evil as Weevil. Okay, so like this guy would go on like rants about like duel monsters specifically, right? And every time he'd come in, he'd fucking wail on Weevil, okay? He'd say the same shit over and over and over and over every single time I played Tag Force. So I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On YouTube for a long time, and on YouTube in general. I stopped streaming on YouTube for a long time, okay? Okay, anyways, eventually I banned him because he gets really annoying. But the reason I banned him, not for being like an annoying chatter, I banned him because he asked me to fly out to go see him for a festival because he wanted for me to come see him for a New Year's festival. So I banned him because I think that's crazy to type in the chat, okay? I think it's crazy to ask me to pay for my own plane ticket to fly out cross Canada to see your ass. And all you've done is say how, like, evil you think Weevil is? You want me to pay for my own plane ticket to come see you for New Year's? Who are you? But then it gets crazier. So I get more backlore, right? So I'm talking about this situation again, and I'm explaining why I didn't stream on YouTube for a very long time. So Logs comes in, says, oh, that's the Death Cult guy. I'm like, what? What do you mean it's the Death Cult guy? He's like, oh, you didn't know it's the Death Cult guy? I'm like, oh, the Death Cult guy? What do you mean he's the Death Cult guy? So, apparently Logs is like, oh yeah, so like he would try to find vulnerable people and try to make them commit. I'm like, he asked me to fly out to go see him. He's like, oh yeah, that's the Death Cult guy. And that's where the story ends. That's it. Bro's banned from my chat, but like, that's where the story ends. Apparently the guy that talks about how evil Weevil is, and also asked me to buy all the Mario parties because he wanted to play Mario Party with me, and also asked me to go fly out to see him, is a Death Cult guy that would try to make people off themselves and not Minecraft. The end. That is the story. So that is my backstory about Weevil, but not about Weevil. It's about a guy that was obsessed with Weevil.
37. This is where I'm supposed to play my first match. Man, could the TOs not afford a venue this year?
Anyways, I got over it. I'm streaming on YouTube again. Hi, YouTube!
Man, could the TOs not afford a venue this year?
Well, it's been
Not affording a venue? Bro, Backroom Worlds? Let's fucking go.
a while, Wheeler.
Weevil? So I guess you're my first opponent then, huh, Bug Brain?
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
Wheeler. Is there
Oh, the
just
Aigao shirt, right? Aigao?
Friend? After what you did back to
Yeah, that's the Aigao
No
shirt.
way, pal.
That shirt always gets me. Yeah.
My starters! I got this! I'm sorry, Yug. I couldn't get your cards.
Oh, Joey, I'm so glad you... Wait, what? You lost my Diabell stars?
I'm sorry, Yug. I did the best I could.
Your best? Well, we've seen how that usually turns out, huh?
I'm so cold, Yug.
Well, how about you warm yourself up with a swim? So go on, move your ass, and get back my f***ing QCRs!
Bro bought QCR Diabell Star. Bitch should have just waited for the quarter-century stampede. She comes in an alt art, and it's hot as fuck.
Good old Yug.
Well, how about we get this duel underway, Wheeler? My favorite artist just updated their fan box, and I intend to give them my undivided attention once I'm finished with you.
You don't gotta tell me twice.
Duel! A true gentleman always makes the first move, so allow me. First, I play Pot of Desires. This allows me to draw 2 cards from my deck.
We should kill Weevil. Dave, do you think Weevil is evil? I think he's evil.
By banishing the top 10.
I summon Pot of Grief.
Haha, Ratu, haha.
Next, I'll summon TrapTrix Pudica in attack mode. Huh? When this little girl is summoned to the field, I'm able to add 1 TrapTrix Garden Field spell from my deck to my hand.
Wait, that's not...
Next, I shall use my Pudica's material in order to link summon TrapTrix Sarah.
All right, time out here. I thought your whole stick was bugs. You should be running an ant farm, not a preschool. What the hell is this?
Oh, Wheeler. Naive as always.
Oh, what
knew
is
there
this?
was no way you could ever appreciate the youthful vibrancy of these young garden maidens.
What's that thing called again? Monogatari? The red frame, black frame, other... Okay, I never watched it when it was popular, but I had a friend that was really into it. Yeah, Monogatari looking ass! Monogatari looking ass! Yeah, Bage Monogatari.
TrapTrix represent an entire ecosystem of flora and fauna, each one with their own unique appeal. 2D is a way of life, and I intend to show you 3D PD slobs just how insignificant you really are.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. Back in my day, monster cards were actually monsters, not this new age waifu nonsense.
It's okay, Gramps. We can play some goat when we get you back to the home.
I'm only 31. I play an emancipator, for God's sake.
Well, whatever. I don't care if you're using creepy crawlies or ankle biters. I'll squash them regardless and knock your butt out of the tournament.
We'll see.
31 old. Guys, we're all hags. Guys, I should be in the retirement home. It's all over. Guys, I'm old. Yeah, guys, I'm old.
About that. Now, to continue my turn, I activate the field spell TrapTrix Garden. This card allows me an additional normal summon, so long as that monster is a TrapTrix card. So come forth, TrapTrix Myrmelio! On normal summon, Myrmelio's unique function allows me to add 1 hole trap from my deck. And as someone who knows a thing or two about holes, I'll add Bottomless Trap Hole. And now that I've triggered the effect of my Myrmelio, Sarah's youthful charm will begin to blossom. With her special ability, I'm now able to set 1 hole trap from my deck to the field. And I choose TrapTrix Holutea! And now, by discarding the bottomless trap hole in my hand, I can activate the Holutea the turn it's set, summoning it to the field in defense mode.
You know, I hate how my deck technically loses to Bottomless Trap Hole. Guys, my deck loses to Book of Moon. Guys. Guys, my deck loses to Book of Moon. My deck loses to everything. Okay, and... Guys. Guys, my deck, it's so like... It's such a bitch. It needs attack point to search, and if monster go away, there's no attack point. If continuous spell go away, there's no search. Guys, if Suju get flipped face down, there's no more Blackwing on the field, so I can't summon Pants. I need to summon Pants. I can't summon Pants. It loses to enemy controller. Okay, but like Econ was played, like, not recently. I feel like Econ was played last year. I forget why Econ was played, but I remember Econ was played for something. Does anyone remember why Econ was like put back in decks? MST negates. MST does negate, yes. For me. It was Kashtira. Yeah! Econ is in Mitsu now? Wait, it's in... That's the new Reptile Men, right? That's the new Mitsurugi? Yeah, Mitsurugi. Some were playing it. Yeah, guys, Econ is technically relevant, so I'm losing to Econ. Isn't the end of the world, but I do lose to Book of Moon, which I think is worse. Okay? What I'm trying to get here is, I play ass, but I'm okay.
Triggers my Sarah. Upon activating a trap card, I can special summon another one of my lovable cuties straight from my deck. Crawl from the depths, my TrapTrix Arachnocampa!
Ooh, not only is she positively adorable, but she also protects all of my set spell and
I'm be real. Whoever did Weevil in the nicest way possible kind of cooked with the ooh.
trap cards.
It's just so yeah, you know? Like it makes you go
And
ew.
now, I'll overlay my level 4 Mermelio.
But that's like the good thing. It makes you go
In
ew.
order to exceed summon TrapTrix Reflesia!
Ooh, there she is. Reflesia's special ability protects all of my other TrapTrix monsters from your card effects. But more importantly, unlike the rest of the TrapTrix monsters, she has such a veneer of maturity about her. Her presence, elegance, and beauty are unmatched in the world of duel monsters. I feel even I could be drawn in by her luxuriously deadly scent. A perfect face, her warm, welcome demeanor, and have you seen her feet?
You know, I recognize this symbol too. But you know why I recognize this symbol? Reed edited a Pokemon short for me, and unfortunately, your Oshi, everybody, said fuck in the first second. So it was not suited for ads. Guys, I know. I said fuck in the first second of the short. So now Reed has to redo it with a beep. I said fuck. Couldn't censor it? Oh no, he has to censor it for me now. I recognize this symbol!
And have you seen her feet? Calm down, son. It's just a drawing. Still, it's happening all over again, isn't it? One long combo? And here I am staring down another field of unbeatable monsters. I gotta think of a plan fast, or I'm gonna end up as kindergarten mulch.
Well, in any case, I'll place 3 cards face down and end my turn.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Huh? What you laughing about, Dunderwood?
Is it bad that when like he said draw and then Weevil said hey hey? For some reason I was expecting Bro Drew and then Bro starts generator comboing despite not even having boss rate on the field. Bro Drew! Haha, Bro Drew!
What you laughing about, Dunderwood?
Well, you see, Wheeler, my turn may be over, but I have one more piece
Oh yeah,
to solve the puzzle.
he's
that is your
dropping the
destruction.
bug.
The card I currently hold in my hand is seen as one of the strongest in all of duel monsters. A card whose very presence brings about hushed, feared whispers. A card where even ownership can be tantamount to treason in the Western world. Here and now, I'm going to show you the power of this card and put an end to you once and for all. During the draw phase,
Not this
I
OST,
activate from my
man.
hand, Maxx C. Witness now the terrifying might of the Earth Insect.
Not the roach!
The computer is picking up the largest increase in card
Guys, I
advantage I've
love
ever
this
seen.
OST.
Seto, is this?
I didn't think we'd ever see it again, but here we are.
Okay,
No.
can I say like, okay, it's very specific, but let me go back. It's like a very specific part of like this OST that I like. It goes do 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 do, and then the cymbals hit. Shh. I like the cymbals specifically. Like, I like how the cymbals hit. I like that part. I don't know why I like the cymbals hitting so much, okay? But it's like do 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 do. No cymbals. Do 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 do. Shh. Okay, okay. I like the shh.
The computer is picking up the largest increase in card advantage I've ever seen. Seto, is this?
I didn't think we'd ever see it again, but here we are.
Joey didn't have Ash. It wasn't in the first structure deck.
No.
People gotta wait forever for Ash Blossom to get printed in a structure deck.
Pharaoh, did you...
And even after Ash Blossom got printed in that structure deck, people bought the structure deck and sold Ash Blossom for the same price they bought the structure deck for. You buy a structure deck for $10, Ash Blossom was $10. Same thing happened with the Cyber Dragon structure deck as well, by the way. Infinite Impermanence, so Imperm, was reprinted as, you know, as a nice staple in the Cyber Dragon structure deck. I bought that shit for $10 and people were selling the Imperm for $10, okay? It was basically free money.
Sense that? It appears that after 5,000 years,
1,000
humanity's greatest threat has returned.
Maxx C.
Allow me to explain. For the rest of this turn, every time you special summon a monster, I get to draw a card from my deck. It's a simple effect, but the smallest of insects can hold the deadliest of
I'm sorry, I heard the symbols.
effect, but the smallest of insects can hold the deadliest of venom.
Oh, this isn't good. Maxx C is one of the strongest cards in all the duel monsters. It is said that long ago, a plague of insects swept through the lands of ancient Egypt.
Oh, it's not.
The pharaoh, using the power
Okay,
of
well,
the
not
Asher
that part
was
wasn't
able
in
to
the
seal
Bible,
its
but
evil
like.
away into the forbidden tomes of.
Gramps, Maxx C is still legal here. We live in Japan.
We live in Japan.
Great! Not only do I gotta break through a defensive line of third graders, but now I gotta do it while Weevil gets to draw every time I try to make a play? What do I do?
Come on, Joey, snap out of it.
Snap
You
out
can't
of
just
it.
Give up. Not after Yugi coached you.
That's right! Hey, check it out, Yug! Kaiba beat me pretty bad, so I thought I'd give my deck a bit of a
I'm be real here, I remember this scene, and even as a kid, I remember my mom never answered this question. I asked my mom, how did Yugi get up there? He's too short. She never answered me. Look at the size of his legs. Look how tall that shit is. I was watching TV and I was like, Mom, how did Yugi get up there? He's too short.
donut. What do you think?
Wow, Joey, this is f***ing trash.
Yeah, pretty sweet, ain't it?
What? No, yeah, this is literally a starter deck from 2008. What did you think you were
Junk
cooking here?
Warrior! I love Junk Warrior.
It was all I could afford after buying back your Diabell stars.
True, and I did win YCS Peru thanks to that. Alright, it ain't much, but let's see what we can do.
The tins.
Help me build this deck, and I put everything I had into learning from my duel with Kaiba. If there was ever a time to prove myself, it's right now.
What's the matter, Wheeler? Are you too frightened by the power of my Maxx C to even play? Or are you afraid of falling into one of my pitfalls? What are you going to do? Summon Axe Raider, Baby Dragon, Time Wizard? Oh, I'm so scared.
You know,
We do a pull-up. Do you think Yugi lifts? Or do you think Yugi has the strength to do it? Maybe he does. And maybe I'm judgmental. Or maybe I project the fact that I have skinny arms and can't do it myself. Joey gave him uppies. You know, I like the idea of Joey giving him uppies better. He turns into Yami. Oh, you know what? That makes sense. He goes, Yu-Gi-Oh! And then, like, you know, Yami will sit on the thing for him. And then he un-Yu-Gi-Ohs. Amazing, actually.
You talk too much. Huh? Yeah, I get it. I hadn't grown as a duelist. I hadn't played Duel Monsters in a long time. I let myself stagnate. But if there's one thing I've learned from all this, it's that games change. It might be frustrating to get down at first, but if you're willing to approach a game on its own level, without any preconceived notions on what a game should be, you'd be surprised how much fun you can have.
Enough of your blabbing. Do I need to call a judge for slow play? Make your move!
You asked for it. First, I activate the spell card, Dark Ruler No More.
Wait, what?
This card allows me to turn off all your monster effects. So say goodbye.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Weevil.
Biden blast!
Just a minor setback.
Personally, I don't think you should be talking about minor anythings. But now,
Get him,
I think I'll
Joey.
sweep that back row of yours under the rug with my trusty Harvey's Feather Duster. No! My holes! Look, I know I just blew up your trap cards, but I'm a pretty generous guy, too. In fact, I'm so generous,
I think I'll give you a monster of mine. I sacrifice your Rafflesia in order to summon Thunder King, the Lightning Strike Kaiju.
What? A kaiju? Rafflesia! No! Don't leave me!
No, and then
You'll pay for this, Wheeler! I now draw, due to the effects of Maxx C. That's not bad.
All right, now let's keep this show rolling. I activate Instant Fusion. By paying 1,000 life points, I'm able to summon a level 5 or lower fusion monster. So come on out, Flame Swordsman!
And with that, I'll draw once again. This just keeps getting better.
And now, I normal summon the Tuna Monster, Comrade Swordsman of Landstorm.
I remember, like, for Nibiru, there was like a thing back in the day where one guy, I think, was at locals. This is a story, by the way. I just read it somewhere. I forget where I read it. Maybe it was on Reddit. Who knows? But I remember there was this one guy who's like, yeah, so anyways, he would like trick people into thinking he has Nibiru because every time someone would summon, bro would just say 1. And then another person would like summon again, right? Then 2, 3, 4, 5. So he would like do that, and I think bro got it. Yeah, he would do that, and I'm like, bro's an ass. Holy shit, man. Had a dude try that in my first duel at the YCS ever. You're not supposed to do that shit, cause like it implies you have a card, and that's giving away information, right? But if you didn't have it, then you're just fucking lying. I won. Good. Beat his ass.
Swordsman of Landstorm.
A tuner monster?
I think it's time we put this duel into overdrive. I tune my level 5.
Oh my god, overdrive?
With my level 3
Wait.
Comrade Swordsman of Landstorm.
I love this OST. This is Yusei theme, man. Japanese! 3 plus 5 equals 8! Synchro Shokan. That's my guy.
And with that, I have everything I need to win this duel.
Excuse me, this is your big play?
I like how he's just
Don't
grayed out
make me
here.
laugh. Your monster doesn't even have the attack points to take down the kaiju you gave me, Wheeler. Not to mention, did you forget the effect of your Dark Ruler no more? I can't take any life point damage this turn. And with the draw you just gave me from special summoning our Colossal Fighter, my victory on the next turn has been guaranteed. With my hand traps, I should be able to stop any attempts of extension. And with the Holotea and Pudica now in my grave, I'll have more than enough interaction to stop anything
Yeah, the
this
loop's
nitwit
coming.
can throw at me.
You know, you're right, Weevil.
Huh?
Eh?
Normally, I wouldn't be able to win from here. I'd just fizzle out and you'd clap back on the next turn. True, I can't reduce your life points, but I'm not looking at your life points. Colossal Fighter! Crash into Weevil's Thunder King Kaiju!
What? That's insane!
Beep boop.
And now that Colossal Fighter has been destroyed by battle, I can choose to special summon one warrior monster from either our graveyards. So come back out, Colossal!
And when he comes back, I get to draw another card. I really do appreciate your kindness.
Well, if you think it's so nice, I might as well do it twice. Colossal Fighter, attack again! And now I revive him once more.
Well, if you insist, I draw.
Again.
Ah, I see you
Again.
finally got on. Your deck's starting to look smaller than you are.
No.
Yo, get him. Get his ass.
Normally, so instead he decided to use the effect of my own Maxx C against me. Every time the Colossal
Bro
Fighter
should have run
crosses into
Joel.
the
Should have drolled yourself,
Kaiju,
man.
And then I draw a card. Attack, revive, draw, attack,
Revive. Draw.
An infinite loop stopped only when Wheeler runs out of life points.
for when I run out of cards. No, I can't let this happen. I won't lose to this gimmicky nonsense. All right, Wheeler, you've had your fun, but this is as far as you go. Your plan to deck me out is cute, but unfortunately for you, I have an ace in the hole. My Holutea, to be exact. Once while this card is in my graveyard, I can banish it to special summon a TrapTrix monster from my graveyard. And I choose TrapTrix Pudica, who when summoned to the field, will banish your colossal fighter. It's over!
That's what you think. You see, I had a feeling you'd have one last trick.
It's the finger.
What? It's not possible. An amateur, a boomer like him. There's no way.
Bro, not calling Joey a boomer. Shit, man!
It's right. With my DD.
It was not called by! It was the crow!
Oh, I'll banish your Pudica, causing your Holutea to fizzle out. Sorry about your luck, Weevil.
I honestly forgot it was the crow. I thought he would have the finger.
No.
It's over. I've
Death.
lost.
Oh, it's okay, Weevil.
Huh? Is that?
Everything's fine now, big brother. Now we'll be together forever.
Uh-huh.
Forever and ever.
This is all I ever wanted.
Bro, that face though.
Now I can.
Bro's got some fucked up
Thorax is so lovely.
I think we're gonna have to
thorax.
kill this guy, Joey.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill him.
Hello, and
Hi!
welcome to a very special bonus segment I like to call Everything F***ed Up That Happened While Working on This Goddamn Project.
This is literally me during the month of June. I lost power in my apartment twice, the AC broke twice, and then I ended off by getting food poisoning. This is just me in June. He's just like me. Bro, he's just like me! For real, for real!
I've been working on this video since February. It turns out keying out every frame of Weevil's jacket is f***ing psychotic. Even then, this was supposed to be out in April. So what happened? Well, I had to move for the third time in 3 years. We had several back-to-back family emergencies. I had to set up my entire office and workspace again. We got hit by a cluster of tornadoes that knocked out the Texas power grid for 4 f***ing days.
Those shit come in clusters? You know, I always assumed a big-ass tornado normally comes like, oh, they come in clusters. I thought tornadoes kind of just come one at a time. Like, oh, how polite of them. How polite of them, you know? Tornado season. Really? I didn't know they come in clusters. You know, one at a time. So polite these tornadoes are. A tornado warning means 1 to 10. Oh. You see, I don't have tornadoes where I am. I live in a city. So tornadoes aren't like super common here, you know? They're common like places that are very flat land, the prairies and that kind of shit. So I guess Texas makes sense. And like where I guess the middle of Canada also has like a bunch of tornadoes. Like Stim, my manager, like not my manager, but like, you know, a manager of Glitch Stars. Technically she's still like on a higher position than me. So my manager, she had to deal with like a bunch of tornadoes and then knocked a bunch of power lines down when she came back from off-Kai. So technically we had a power outage at the same time, just for different reasons. Yeah, Stim lives in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Canada, right? So she has to deal with tornadoes and that kind of stuff. Me, I just have to deal with the electrical grid going down for whatever reason. Like for me, I think the transformer blew up and the cables were fucked up. So yeah, that was the reason. But for Stim, the power lines actually got knocked out by tornadoes. But, so I feel like her power outages are more valid and more concerning just because like a tornado's involved.
I got food, poisoning that knocked me out for a week. We got hit by another tornado.
He got food poisoning. He's just like me, for real, for real.
Poisoning that knocked me out for a week. We got hit by another tornado, as well as a hurricane that knocked out the Texas power grid for 8
Bro, he's such a shit.
Honestly, I think I'm doing pretty great, all things considered. Hey, Muffler Man of the future here.
Hi.
So, not even 3 hours after I exported this video the first time, my partner broke their foot. This video's cursed, I'm convinced. So if you want to help me in the chat.
I think it's cursed because Weevil is evil. Don't you think so, guys? I can't believe it. It's Weevil's fault. It's Weevil. He's evil, guys. It's just evil.
Also, feel free to
yeah.
I
think we should kill Weevil.
Literal nonsense. And I'd like to give a shout out to the following patrons: Shane Valshane, Bulletproof,
Neat,
Null, Supreme Satir,
I'm unsubbing. Bye.
Imaginary Numeral, Kojak, and Alec. This video was psychotic, but I'm very, very happy it's done. I'll see you all in whatever next fever dream I cook up.
Neat.